The George Municipality says it's ceasing search and rescue operations at the building collapse site. Municipal officials say police have officially taken over the investigation into the cause of last week's collapse, and speculation over possible causes could negatively impact the official investigation. The public has been asked not to spread rumours or fake news. The death toll has reached 33, with everyone now accounted for. The final number of workers in the building was 62, with 29 people either in hospital or discharged. All right, for more on this, we're joined by Anton, Bredell, Western Cape Local Government, Environmental Affairs and Development Planning Minister. Good evening, MEC, and thank you very much for your time. So today, after 260 hours spent by search and rescue teams on site, the site has been handed over to police. Your reflections having arrived at this point now?
Well, we're very grateful. It was 260 very difficult hours, and the SABC will then also hand the site over to the Department of Labour. I think the South African Police has also, over the last 10 days, done various testing with engineer firms, etc. And the provincial government also got their engineers, and they've also busy with the independent investigation. And from here onwards, we need to keep an eye on the families, to support the families, and there's particularly grieving families. Also give them the necessary support. So the Department of Social Development, also Correctional Services, Department of Social Workers on scenes, still helping and supporting the families. And we also work with the embassies of Zimbabwe, Malawi, Mozambique, Lesotho to help, especially where you need to get the bodies back home. So those kind of processes are ongoing, but then everybody will keep a very close eye on the independent investigations and the results of that and how we can take this forward.
And then just give us confirmation on the numbers from the people that were on site to those recovering in hospital, the death toll as it stands today.
No, your figures are correct. It's 62 people were on site, not 81. Now remember, when we initially started this investigation, the search and rescue team will always ask the contractors, how many people are we looking for? The figure varies over days from 66 to 82. We haven't had ID numbers or anything, so that's something that Labour will look into. But at the end of the day, now that the site is clear, there's no more bodies, no more material. We've moved 6,000 tons of material to the site, dumping site of the municipality. We can confirm 62 people were in the building, 33 deceased, 10 hospitalized, and 19 discharged. So we managed to save 89 people.
And then can you share the final figures from the number of those identified among the deceased? You say it's 33, but how many have been successfully identified?
The figure that I've got in front of me is all except two. Two still need to be formally identified, and the South African Police are busy with the DNA testing because that's what they need to do now. So that's also success if you measure what we started off with. People without IDs, people without work permits, etc., etc. It's very difficult to determine who's who. And also people's got nicknames and they change their names quite frequently. So even the embassy struggled to help us with that. But it was a joint effort, and yes, currently only two still need to be identified and then joined up with their families.
And then the final list of nationalities and numbers thereof that were present on the day of the incident?
The list that we've got currently, and this can change a little bit, they're still busy with some pushing figures around, but currently 15 South Africans, 19 Mozambique, 7 from Zimbabwe, Malawi 13, and Lesotho 5.
And then it was, of course, revealed that the developers had gone to ground last week. Did they perhaps resurface after those reports to engage and assist in any way?
There's been various reports. The police, General Patakele in the beginning said, we know who they are, we know where to get them, but the police must first do the investigation and then they will contact them. The contractor, we asked him to come to the Joint Operating Centre to help us to compile a list of people, who's who, and also to bring some, if anybody got cell phone footage, let's just see if we can put a figure or face to a name. So the contractor, we know the subcontractors, there's a list of them. So when Labour is busy contacting them, Labour will tell us in the Joint Operating Centre they are responsive. They struggle to get them to the table. But that's processes, legal processes, that's ongoing. At the right time, the police will get them around the table.
All right. Anton, thank you very much for your time. That's Anton Bredell, Western Cape Local Government Environmental Affairs and Development Planning Minister, speaking to us. 260 hours later, they have officially handed over that site to police. It remains the biggest devastation in the Western Cape, particularly in the city of George.